Hello there, welcome to this video from Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. I'm Ruby Baby, and in this video it has been requested to show you how I add lashes to my amigurumi dolls. And if this is your kind of content, I ask that you smash the like button and share if possible. And if you're interested, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's get into it. So what you'll need for this portion of the project is a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, I prefer the bent kind, and your lashes. Now these are the plastic craft lashes. I'll have a link for you in the description box if you're interested in purchasing them through Amazon. And you're also going to need a hot glue gun. This is my large one, but I normally use my small precision tip, but I couldn't find the glue to use it, so this will have to do for now. And finally, you're going to need a project. So here's my project. It's the bunny. It's some bunny in the hood pattern. It's a free pattern on Ravelry by Once Upon a Cheerio. I have the link down below for you if you're interested in this pattern as well. And see here, we'll be working the lashes around the top of the eyes in this area. So let me just take the hood off so you can see it a little bit better. And we're going to also need some yarn. I'd say about 3 feet of yarn. We'll be using this yarn for the lid of the eyes. So you can set that aside for a minute. We'll get back to that in a little while. But for now, we're gonna take our lashes and we're gonna measure them around the eye where we want them to lay. So here I'm just measuring from the top portion of the eye. I say the top half from side to side. It usually measures about 1 inch or so. And that would be good enough, like right there. And after that, I just clip it, and then I have that 1 inch portion, and then I just make the second one. I just line it up together and cut an even lash for both sides. There, and now we have two equal lashes prepared for our installation. So you can just put the rest of your lash to the side for the next one. And now I'm just fashioning it around the eye, getting the mold right, getting the look right, seeing exactly how I want it to lay over the eye and see if how it looks is pleasing to me. Yep, so right there, that's how I like it. And so I'm gonna prepare to glue around the eye. So at this point, I'm going to put some glue around the top portion of the eye where I want the lash to stick. And then I'm gonna trace the lash just the way I had it in my trial run and hold it in place until it catches the glue. Sometimes you'll have a little excess glue. I would wait till it dries and then I'll pick it off so it'll come off smooth and easy. And there you have it. Our first lash is in place. So we'll work on the next lash. So now we're going to repeat that same process on the other eye. We're going to trace the eyelid, well, the top of the eye rather, with the glue. And then we will trace that glue with our lash. Once it's in place, we will just press and hold until the lash catches that glue. Alright, and there you have it. So we have our lashes attached to the eyes already. I do have a little residual glue, but I'm not even going to worry about that because I'm going to cover that portion with the lid. So let's start installing our lids. So now we're going to pick up that 3 feet of yarn that we set aside earlier and string it onto our tapestry needle. And then we're going to start making our lashes. I usually go to the back of the head or an area of the head that you don't really see. And that's where I come in at. And then I'm going to enter my tapestry needle right at the base of the lash. Now, leave a tail in the back so that we can come back to it at the end. And we're going to just trace over the lash with that yarn and then enter it at the other corner of the lash. So right there, and then I'm just going to come out close to the head at an open area of the head just to get the yarn through, just like that. Just like that. And then I'm going to just trace back to where I started. And then we're going to repeat that same process 3 or 4 times. So I'm just going to go in at the beginning and I just trace back so that I'm not making lines. I just go back into that same hole and trace back where I'm supposed to be and then enter my tapestry needle in the hole that I want to be in. And then you go in just like that. Now see where my yarn is right there? I'm just gonna pull the yarn back and trace back to where I want to be to start my next stitch. So I'm just gonna pull the yarn and make that hole available, and then I'll actually put the tapestry needle in the hole that I want to be in. But when you pull, it'll just it won't make an extra stitch in the hole because I'm pulling it back from where I came from. So then I check on the eye, see how it looks, see if I need another go at it. And if I like it where it is, I continue on to the next, or I'll just make another one. So it looks like I'm gonna make another one right here. So this should do it. I'm gonna do one more pass around the eye. And that will create my first lid. So now we're covering the lash and we're making an eyelid. So now I'm gonna just trace over. You see I'm making the hole there. I'm gonna trace my tapestry needle over to the next eye and repeat that same process. Now I'm making sure that it's even and I'm tracing it over to the same side. And I'm going to repeat that process on the next lid. And I'll probably do about another 4 passes around the lid for the second eye. So you just go around the lid and enter there on the side of the lid on the opposite side. Now you see how I'm pulling out of the face? I just want to show you again how I'm just going to pull back and then enter in the same space so that you won't even know I used that space for the string. And when you pull out, it's nothing there. So just make sure that you pull the hole back and make sure you re-enter into that same space. And it'll just disappear. What I will say about this technique is make sure you go into a specific hole. Make sure you're not splitting the yarn in any way, because if you do, that will leave evidence. So you just want to make sure you're not splitting the yarn when you're putting the stitches through any of the holes there. So now I'm just checking it out, see how I like it, and I think I do. I think I'm done here. So at this point, I'm gonna trace back and I'm gonna make my way back to the very beginning. So see how I'm pulling it back to make sure I'm not splitting any threads there, and I'm gonna just keep making my way back to where I started. So now that I'm back to where I started, I just want to secure all the work that I've just done. So once I'm back into the same hole as the beginning, I'm just going to tie a knot and secure my yarn. So I usually do like a little double knot. So I wrap twice. 1, 2, nice and tight. And then I'll cut my residual. And then I'm gonna grab my crochet hook that I worked with, and I'm just gonna just weave in that last little bit. So I'm gonna just go in through the back, trace up in there, and just pull that in. Bam. And there you have it. Woohoo! So now I have the cutest little bunny in the hood with lashes. So what did you think? I really hope that this video was helpful and useful for you to install lashes to any of your amigurumi dolls. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!